Striking the stones is a threat display where you take your sword and strike it against something hard enough that it creates sparks. This behavior is documented and prohibited in a lot of city ordinances in the 16th century. What I find interesting about these ordinances is that they imply a certain culture of arms that is distinct from how we like to look back on sword carry. The idea of the sword as something precious, that no swordsman would ever disrespect their sword by even so much as placing the point on the ground, let alone intentionally beating it against stones just to create sparks. And yet these ordinances are tailored towards the sort of people who are carrying swords in their daily lives. This practice of striking the stones is severe enough to warrant being codified. On a similar and equally prohibited note is the practice of using your sword to strike at the door to someone's house, not with any expectation of you being able to cut your way into it, but rather to ritually deface the house as a show of invading their personal space. Again, not the best thing for your sword, but an effective, albeit illegal, way to let someone know that you have a bone to pick with them. But they're not just abusing their swords to leave a message, the fact that they're doing it with a sword is part of the ritual. Culturally speaking, the sword was the icon of masculine honor. If you had violence to inflict, it was the culturally appropriate vessel for doing it. So while we might think of these actions as defacing the sword, for them it would be defacing to not use the sword for it.